In this world where people have taken vices to be normal actions, and in this world where no one stands out to speak on behalf of children, and in this world where those who do vices are celebrated than those who do the right things, it is important that we start from the children down there, because we understand and we know, it's also written in the Bible, that we train children when they are still young, they won't forget about what they have been taught. That's why we are here to raise integrity champions, because we know we are preparing a group for tomorrow. Integrity champions are going to stand out to help in reducing the vices that we have. And it also gives the children a voice so that they can stand out and speak whenever there is a vice, there is an abuse, or there is any other act of atrocity. And that's why we are here. In this training, it touches on children starting age 4 up to age 24. So it covers fairly a large group of people. And that is why the youth ministries is here. That is why the women ministries is here. And that is why the education department of the church is also here. Now, as we train the champions, we also want them to understand their rights and values. And that is why we are bringing in the child volunteers. The child protection volunteers will help in identifying the vices that are done to children in our churches, in our homes, in our communities, and also in our institutions. Most important, we are aware that these days there are so many cases coming up even in the schools related to punishments. It's not very easy to make a demarcation between a punishment and an abuse. So we want to train those who are going to help the children down there so that they can understand their rights and they can also be protected. Above all, we also acknowledge that there are so many stakeholders that we are supposed to work with, starting from the national government down to the chiefs and the elders in our churches, not forgetting the parents, the teachers, and all the other caregivers. We are aware that children, basically, they have no forums to express themselves. And at times, they are subject of abuse by adults who should stand up for them. In such a case, we need somebody to help sensitize them and mobilize them. And this is what the training is bringing down into our churches, so that our children can know their rights, and not only the rights, the responsibilities, and also the consequences of whatever action they are doing. And whenever they are empowered, they'll stand out to speak, and that will reduce the extent of cases of abuse of children in our areas.
Sometimes we focus on the duties and we forget to give the child, to accord the child their rights. In the past, I've not understood the difference between discipline and punishment. Because some of the measures we've been using to discipline, in fact, they are seen as corporal punishment. And this one translates to child exploitation or child molestation. We can guide, we can counsel instead of subjecting a child to punishment.
We had a training here for 1 week, which has just concluded. It was about child protection. In the Children's Ministry Department, we have a mandate to protect children. And also as Adventist Church, we have a stand on children's issues. We have a statement on child sexual abuse, on misuse of children, family violence, and even child protection. In addition to having a guideline that helps us to protect children. When I was going through all this, I found that we needed to customize them to suit our culture and our country. So for that reason, it necessitated us, the Children's Ministry Department, in collaboration with other departments who handle children, like the youth, education, and women's ministry, to come up together and get information that can help us to best protect our children. Because COVID-19 was an eye-opener to many things. There were so many atrocities that were made to our children. But we found that as a church in West Kenya Union, we didn't have the capacity nor the system to handle these issues. And so that's the reason why we planned for this training. I thank the government of Kenya through the various children officers in different counties where West Kenya Union lies. And so we managed, by the support of Kisumu government, though we are in Uasin Gishu, and also the Uasin Gishu children's officer was also here, and we really appreciate the knowledge that we have garnered during this training. The end result of this training, the delegates or the participants have been awarded a certificate which is given to para-professionals in child protection issues. So in West Kenya Union, as we speak now, we have 53 child protection volunteers who have been thoroughly equipped to handle cases and issues. The Child Protection Program is a component of a project that we are doing in Children's Ministry Department in collaboration with the Women, Youth and Education Departments called Praising Integrity Champions. We have endeavored to do the other components, that is of preventing atrocious acts and even arming these children so that they don't themselves become perpetrators of atrocious acts. And so for that reason, we were here to complete the other component. As we raise integrity champions, we also deal with those other issues that may deter the objective of raising integrity champions program.